So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Puente. I am the Executive Secretary over the Houston Gulf Coast Building and Construction Trades Council. I want to welcome everyone, all the families, all of the students that are here. This is the graduation ceremony for our 8th cohort of ARP MC3 students. ARP is the Apprenticeship Readiness program, and what we teach is the multi-craft core curriculum. So I represent 26 different construction unions, and we have 14 different registered apprenticeship programs in our area. And what we do is educate and train young men and women into the construction industry at no cost. This class was at no cost to them, although we do raise funds through grants, through the Department of Labor, through wherever we can get funding from to help these young students start their career. But I do want to welcome you all to this graduation, and I appreciate those that are online. Unfortunately, in these days, we can't have so many people in a room, and so unfortunately, those families that couldn't attend, we apologize. So what I want to do is welcome you, and I also have a couple of folks that I'd like to thank that made this possible. The iron workers. They offered they hosted this space that we're in. This is their apprenticeship school. I want to thank Richard D. with the International Iron Workers representative, and Jeff Scarborough, who is the training director here. I want to thank him. He has been a gracious host, very accommodating. Eric Fryer, who's the business manager over Local 84. I want to thank him and his staff for doing what they've done here. Greg Schultz with he's the state coordinator for the ironworkers. And then John Ferrer with the reinforcing ironworkers. So we want to appreciate everyone for doing what they've done. We also want to thank Workforce Solutions, who's been a huge partner in our endeavor. Crosby Brito has been, just been great as an employer services. Mike Temple, who's our executive director, who serves on our board. We appreciate him and what he's done. Janie Tay, who's with the employer services as well. Janie's been instrumental, along with Monica Zapata. Thank you, Monica, for both of y'all doing what y'all do. And last but not least, Miss Susan Dixon, kind of helping steering all of this in the right direction. We want to thank her for all the work that they've done. I do want to also thank the folks that were a part of this. I want to thank Dale and his amazing team. So I appreciate you, Dale, for putting up with. A lot of y'all don't know, but this process takes about 28 weeks from beginning to end. You only get to see 3 weeks of it as students, but there's a lot of recruiting that goes on involved in this. And then beyond that is, getting y'all to work, right? Getting you all placed. I want to thank Bridget, helping Dale. I want to thank Sam. Hope Sam is doing well. I know he's out and about, but thanks for everything, Sam Tijerina. He's our recruiter. He did a phenomenal job here, teaching as well as recruiting every one of you all into this class. And then our special guest, I want to thank the commissioner for being here today, which you'll hear from today. Commissioner Garcia, he's with Precinct 2, and just want to thank him for being here. Thank you, Commissioner, for being here. And Ms. Juliet Stipeche, who's been a huge advocate for this program since the beginning when we started here in 2017. Right after Harvey, we we work together with a local workforce board, our Texas Workforce Commission, as well as with the city of Houston, with Juliet, and was very instrumental getting funding for this program to ensure that our local residents were going to work, that we're getting opportunities just like you are today. Oh, so can y'all, I guess, I mean, all I can do is speak a little louder, maybe move it up a little. And that's all I have for today. I want to give thank you for everyone that's on there again, and just I'll pass this on to Dale and give you all some opening and welcoming remarks as well. Dale.
I want to welcome everybody here today for the graduation of our 8th ARP MC3 program. Again, there's a lot of people we want to thank. It's taken a lot to put this class on. We brought new staff on to help with this. Bridget came on as an administrative assistant for us to help. Sam Taylorina came from the elevator constructors as a recruiter and helped teach this class. He did a phenomenal job. I want a big shout out to Sam, Miss Nina. She's the backbone of this whole program. Without her, all of this wouldn't be possible. And so y'all, those of y'all that don't know what the MC3 program is and what these 24 students have done over the last 3 weeks, we started out with a overview of the construction industry. Then went through a history of apprenticeship programs, Europe.
They're having a hard time hearing them. Apologize.
What do you want to stop, or what do you want to do?
No, we need to keep going.
Okay. So we took them all the way back to Old World Europe, where indentured apprenticeship started, and how that came to colonial America, and how we became what we are today, what organized labor and apprenticeship is today. They got a good understanding of what they're about to embark upon. They went through sexual harassment and diversity training, a little bit of green construction, then 1 week of math. The math week was pretty intense, and by the end of the math week, they were all seeing numbers in their sleep. So, but they did improve their math skills over that week. Then we gave them a tool orientation, OSHA 10 safety certification, CPR and first aid certification, some women's health and safety, and some basic blueprint reading. And then we ended up with financial literacy. So we got 24 students graduating today, and it took a lot for us to get here. Over the 3 weeks, individuals, representatives from all the different crafts came in and did presentations, and I would like to thank those that came and helped us with this individually. So Joe Coas with the International Union of Elevator Constructors, Local 31. Chris Romo with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Union, number 54. Isaiah Thompson with Houston, Texas, Plasterers and Cement Masons International Association. Brian Granger with the Plumbers Local Union 68. Tony Leal and Jeff Shadrock with the Sprinkler Fitters Local 669. Stephen Barnes and Jordan Moss with the Operating Engineers Local 450. Scotty Jackson with Carpenters Local Union 551. Joshua Jones and Bobby Ramos with the Laborers Local 350. Octavia Rojas and Matt Patrick with the Pipe Fitters Local Union 211. Diego Molinar from the IBW Local Union 716. Jason Lawling with the Millwrights, Local Union 2232. Antolin Rodriguez and Renee Carrillo from the Painters District Council 88. Jeff Shadrock, Apprenticeship Training Director for Local 84. Eric Fryer, Business Manager of Local 84. Wally Garza, Business Agent of Local 84. John Ferreira, Business Agent of Local 847, the Rod Busters. Sean Cromwell, with Apprenticeship Training Coordinator, Local 847. Donovan Lamar, Vice President of Local 22, and Lacey Wolf, Business Manager of the Insulators Local 22. Mark Thompson with the Boilermakers Local Union 132. Rick Schwartz and Donnie Mayo with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 66, the lineman. Sean Casparitas with the Bricklayers District Council, Local number 5. And Karen Montgomery from the Union Fidelity Credit Union. And then we had Cindy and Tammy with the CPR, did CPR and first aid training with us here. So it took a lot to put all this together, and all of these representatives came in and did presentations on their crafts, and that's how these 24 students got to pick the crafts that they're interested in. So we appreciate everybody being here today. Thanks so much. And I believe Juliet is going to do the invocation.
Thank you. Please bow your head and join me in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you very much for providing us this opportunity today to celebrate together the accomplishments of this amazing class, as well as their teachers and instructors and supporters and all of the unions that have come together to create the brotherhood and sisterhood of us, so that way we can continue to make the community in service of you. Thank you for our elected officials, especially Commissioner Garcia, who is here today joining us and sharing his spirit, wisdom, and knowledge. Dear Lord, thank you so much for blessing us with these wonderful, amazing students, their parents, their families, with the gift of them to be able to learn and to join the brotherhood and sisterhood of these amazing unions. Give them guidance, strength, and love, so that way they can share the knowledge that they have gained from this class with their family and with others in this community. Bless them and show them continued wisdom throughout their lives. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Juliet. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a keynote speaker, Commissioner Garcia. Commissioner was born and raised in Houston's North Side neighborhood. Commissioner Adrian Garcia has always called Harris County Precinct 2 home. Elected in 2018, Adrian Garcia is serving as Commissioner for Harris County Precinct 2. His career in public service began as a Houston police officer when he patrolled the streets of Houston, meeting residents and investigating serious and violent crimes. Before serving as Harris County Commissioner, Precinct 2, Commissioner Garcia served as council member for the city of Houston and as the first Latino Harris County Sheriff. Serving more than 1.3 million people as County Commissioner, Garcia helps to ensure the Commissioner's Court passes a balanced countywide budget of more than $5 billion, while ensuring that Harris County operations are funded to serve a quickly growing county. With Precinct 2 downstream from 5 counties, Commissioner Garcia is laser focused on strengthening our infrastructure to reduce our risk of chronic flooding. As major initiatives, he's improving the condition of roadways and sidewalks, constructing new hike and bike trails, reducing homelessness, and improving dozens of Precinct 2 parks for area families. As a champion for the underserved and underrepresented, Commissioner Garcia directed the construction of the first all-inclusive park in Precinct 2 in Harris County to serve the needs of all people. However, those with physical and cognitive disabilities will be the primary beneficiaries. As a lifelong law enforcement officer, he has worked to increase the budget of all Harris County law enforcement agencies by more than $100 million since taking office in January 2019. Additionally, Commissioner Garcia has pursued technology enhancements for law enforcement by proposing a $14.8 million investment in technology solutions. This is evident in the implementation of a ShotSpotter pilot program, a system that detects the illegal use of firearms, resulting in the prompt arrest of violent offenders. A believer in the potential of all children are born with, Commissioner Garcia has championed a host of education initiatives, including free SAT, ACT prep classes, early childhood education with an intergenerational approach, and contemporary workforce development initiatives in partnership with Precinct 2 community colleges, all in pursuit of helping area residents have the best opportunities at resilient and good paying jobs. In his spare time, Commissioner Garcia enjoys bike riding, reading autobiographies, traveling with his family, and cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Garcia.
Thank you, Dale.
So much.
Appreciate you, man. Well, with that introduction, that will cut my speech down dramatically. So instead of 3 hours, it'll only be 2 hours. Does that work for everybody? Hey, first of all, let's give it up for Dale, man. And I'm excited, Paul, and thank you for your leadership as well. And to my dear friend, someone I respect immensely, Juliet Stipeche. So nice to be with you today. She has represented us on the Houston Independent School Board, Board of Trustees. And I think we need to add, preacher to the title. Wasn't that a nice prayer? Wasn't that a nice prayer? Yeah. And so yeah, let's give her a nice round of applause. But I tell you, I am excited because, first of all, as I look through the room, these not so handsome guys happen to be amongst some women. And I think that this is the class with the largest number of women graduating. So ladies, congratulations. As I tell my daughter, you go, girl. So I'm really excited. I'm very, very proud and honored to be a part of today's occasion because look, this pandemic has been horrific. It's been just horrible. And first of all, let me just say to any one of you who may have lost a loved one during this pandemic, that my thoughts and prayers are with you. But I also want to say that what you are doing today is that, well, let me ask you this. How many of you may have lost a job during the pandemic? Yeah, okay. Well, guess what you're doing? You are now entering the realm of essential workers. You will never, ever face, in all likelihood, impact from a pandemic because you will be protected in that realm. You are now considered essential workers. Now, just get ready for this. Overtime. Yeah, because we, you're going to be working and probably to keep the economy humming, we're going to need you to work a little bit more. And so just be ready for that. But I think it's a good thing. But that's exactly what you're doing. And I want to thank Mr. Paul Puente for his leadership. The unions that he works to represent and the other unions that are a part of this initiative. These are the organizations that myself, County Judge Lina Hidalgo, County Commissioner Rodney Ellis, and the Mayor of Houston listen to. These are the organizations that say, it's nice to be a welder. It's nice to be part of one of these crafts. But we need to make sure that you are meeting all the certifications necessary to make you amongst the best. Because there's a lot of places that will take your money, but will not effectively prepare you for a job in the port, a job in NASA with the work that they're doing, or some other critical area of manufacturing. They just won't do it, but they'll take your money. These folks work to protect your rights, to ensure that you are getting, number one, the best training, and number two, ensuring that your training includes training for your safety. Because we have seen all too often people doing important and critical work in our community when we need you the most. But we should never, ever put your life at risk just for the sake of the job. And so Paul and his team ensure that we're paying attention to your safety, your security, because one of the humble things that Paul does is to remind us that so many members in our labor force have lost their lives principally because their employers like to push aside some of the safety and OSHA regulations that they should be abiding by, because it means your life, your safety, your security, and that of your family above the job. And so for that, I am always grateful. But also, let me just say to you that what you've done to get to this point is impressive, especially, while we have to wear these masks. If you've already gotten your vaccine, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And so what I need you to do is to be an ambassador of the vaccine. Talk to your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, strangers at the store, and let them know that you've gotten your vaccine and you don't glow at night. Nothing new has grown out of your body. But let them know that they should as well, because we need to put this pandemic behind us so that we can get our economy growing, because what you've done here today is to get you in the door. But what we need you to do is to continue to open the door and encourage others to follow this training behind you because of the value. In fact, I just asked Paul, where do we think that the initial starting pay scale will be for you? And he was telling me, and Mr. Stipeche indicated, we are calculating that you'll be in the $20 an hour range with healthcare. And that is so critical because so many employers don't provide healthcare, or they want to try and keep you in a employment status that doesn't make you eligible for healthcare. And so these are all the things that have been thought about to ensure that you and your families will be taken care of. And so again, I am proud of you. Congratulations. Don't stay quiet about what you've done. Go out and promote it. Encourage others to come forward. And listen, this is important work. It's not easy work, but it is important work. I represent the Port of Houston. And the Port of Houston needs your skills. It needs your ability to go over there and fix, repair, or construct some new machinery, a new vessel, an aging vessel. That is what we need you to be able to do. And so you will be a critical part of our economy. You know, when that port gets disrupted just for one day, and this was the thing, when people asked me when I was sheriff of the county, what keeps you awake at night? And amongst all the challenges, the one thing that kept me awake at night was if something were to happen at the port. For every day it is non-operational, it would cost our economy $300 million a day at a minimum. And so now that we have you, you'll be able to keep that economic engine running, working well, become more efficient. And when we deepen and widen that port, there's going to be more trucks coming in. So we'll have to look to our Teamsters brothers and sisters to get that freight in and out. We're going to have to be looking to our longshoremen to help us get those containers down. But somewheres in all of that machinery, in our seafarers and with their pilots, with all that machinery and all that movement, you will be connected to every single piece of it. So I'm so proud of you. I thank you on behalf of so many that are struggling right now, because you are going to keep the economy moving forward. So be proud of what you've accomplished. This is not just a training class, folks. I hate to tell you that. You are bigger than that. You are keeping our economy healthy and strong. And so for that, I am grateful and I'm proud. And so now for the next hour and a half of my speech, no, but listen, in all seriousness, I just want to congratulate you. Look, as the proud daddy of a young lady in my life, it's the women here today that are the prize. You are, you're an example. You're a role model. So go out there and promote the fact that you've been through this and what you're doing. Because I'm sorry, guys, I hate to tell you, this ain't a job just for men. And as it's been said, if you want a job done well, sometimes you got to give it to a woman. So guys, just make sure you're doing your job well, man. Because I think the ladies are looking to take a big piece of the action. But again, listen, this is a great day. I'm so excited. And again, to all the graduates of this class of 2021, we're proud of you. Congratulations. Go out there and kick some, what. Take care.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest speaker today, Miss Juliet Stipeche. Juliet Stipeche was born and raised in Houston, Texas, as the daughter of immigrant parents from Argentina and Mexico. In 1992, Ms. Stipeche graduated valedictorian of the High School for Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice and earned an academic scholarship to Rice University. Graduating with a BA, magna cum laude, in political science, policy studies, and religious studies in 1996. She was awarded the Joseph Cooper Prize as the most outstanding policy studies senior in her graduating class. Juliet then attended the University of Texas School of Law, receiving her law degree in 1999. and became the first lawyer in her family. Juliet is a shareholder at Nagorny and Stipeche. PC. She is conversant in Spanish, is a certified mediator, and has courtroom, trial, and appellate experience in numerous counties throughout the state of Texas. She participated in numerous jury trials, handled several appeals, and lectured on legal topics. She has extensive experience in successfully defending board actions against physicians and nurses. In 2010, Juliet ran for public office and was elected to the Houston Independent School District Board of Education as the trustee of District 8 in a special election in 2010. She served as chairperson of HISD's Audit Committee for 3 years, pushed for administrative and educational reform, served in several officer positions, and was ultimately elected by her peers to serve as the board president in 2014. In 2013, Juliet joined Rice University as Associate Director of the Richard Tapia Center for Excellence and Equity to devote her professional experience in educational equity. On February 1st, 2016, Mayor Sylvester Turner selected Ms. Stipeche to serve as the Director of Education for the Mayor's Office of Education, a new position in office within the Mayor's administration. She focused on educational equity and opportunity for all ages in Houston by promoting citywide collaboration, communication, and coordination between public and private educational entities. Juliet developed a system-wide approach to educating reform issues from cradle to career and championed numerous citywide programs, including Hire Houston Youth, Be Well, Be Connected, Out to Learn Houston, NLC's Cities Connecting Children to Nature, and UNICEF's Child Friendly Cities Initiative. Her community building and networking strategies led her to serve as a special advisor to the mayor in developing response and resilience strategies after Hurricane Harvey and COVID-19. In May of 2021, Juliet joined EBS Benefit Advisors, a full-service insurance brokerage and consulting resource since 1997. She now assists unions, governmental entities, and mid-sized to large employer groups with services ranging from broker, consultant, and administrative services. While focusing on providing employee benefits, she continues to work on developing creative programs and collaborations to support educational and workforce efforts for her community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Juliet a hand.
My goodness, what a privilege and an honor to be able to join you here today and to follow Commissioner Garcia, who is a person that I so greatly admire for everything that he has done for the community. First and foremost, congratulations. Can you believe it? It's graduation day. You started here just 3 weeks ago. And I say just 3 weeks, but 3 weeks of intense learning, being here so early in the morning, waking up at the crack of dawn, being able to get all of your materials together, and as my father would say, get mentally prepared for the day, and then going home every night and explaining to your family and friends what the experience was like as well, right? And how many of your families and friends had questions about what you were doing? Everyone did, right? What does in the world does it mean to be an electrician, a mason, as somebody working with cement, somebody working as a boiler maker or an elevator person, right? So those are different things that now you are a part of a very special elite community, knowing about all of these amazing organizations. And so I tell folks, boy, Del, I know that reading that long bio, it's like what Commissioner was saying, it's like, oh, you know, you go through life and you go through school and you do these different types of things. But I want to tell you something, that the reason why unions are so very important to me. Up here is the seal for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. In particular, there's IBEW 716. I'm proud to say that my father was a member of the IBEW 716. And I credit folks saying that as a child that grew up in a union household, I had an opportunity to understand the union difference. My father grew up in Argentina. In 1930 is when he was born during a dictatorship. It was called the Peronistas. He grew up in a family of 10, and he was able to get an academic scholarship to go to a military school in Buenos Aires. So he left a little town in the northern part of Argentina and took a train all the way to Buenos Aires. And he was so afraid to be going there by himself. His mother, my grandfather passed away when my dad was just like 5 years old. And so he left when his mother was still alive, but his mother passed shortly thereafter. But one of the last things that he took from home was a chicken that had been baked, and he put it in a safe spot in the train car. And I guess he fell asleep and wasn't paying attention, and someone stole his chicken. So when I was growing up, he'd always say, one of the last things I had from home was taken away, right? And so, but he went to this military school, and he was able, and it was like a trade school. And he learned about the foundry and drafting and all these different types of skills. And he was able to join the Argentine Navy. And eventually he decided to leave the Argentine Navy because at one point they told him, we're going to give you a gun. And if we tell you to use it, you need to use it. And my father was like, no, I don't want to do that. So he joined the Argentine Merchant Marine. And then the Merchant Marine had a lot of really old ships and they were sinking. So he decided, I'm going to go and sail for the Danish Merchant Marine. But at those points, he had an opportunity to visit ports in Houston, New Orleans, New York, and he fell in love with Houston. And so I tell folks, it's like my father, he was never able to go to college, but he was able to get a strong technical training background. And when he came to the United States, he joined as many unions as possible. He was already a member of the Seafarers. At one point, he joined the nuclear workers, but he also was a member of the IBEW. And so in that home, when we grew up, I knew that when there were union issues and challenges and asking for better benefits and wages, and my father always talking about safety, safety first, making sure that you're careful and protect yourself as well as others. And so those types of lessons growing up in a home where it was like, you have to fight for your rights. And he would tell me, you cannot do it alone. You have to ask questions. You have to have a mentor. You need to make sure that you're never there alone. My father would always say that when he was at sea, he was like, you never want to make enemies at sea, right? So it's like, it's the same thing here. What we have learned in being a member and joining this organization, you are now a part of a very important family, okay? You have your family and friends at home, but you have your family and friends here. And in the lessons that were learned, you saw each one of these other members from the unions come in and talk to you about their area, their experience. As Commissioner Garcia said, they are opening up the doors for you. But they're not just opening up the doors for you, they're opening the doors up for your family. And so I was able to get dental work and braces as a child because my father had those benefits. I was able to go to college because my father had a job. And so I am here today because of the union and because of recognizing and knowing the union difference. And so I celebrate you because whenever you go and you look at a building, like I go to downtown, I see that big, I think it's called the Greenway Plaza. I can't remember what it's called now. The name changes every so often, but it used to be the Greenway Plaza, right? My dad worked with the elevator union. He was an electrician, but he worked with the elevator unions to put the elevators in that building. So my dad passed away 3 years ago. But every time I see that big, shiny green building, I know that he helps power that building today. And so your legacy will be, as all of these fundings come through, for different types of developments and projects. You'll be able to tell your kids and your family, I did that. That building is a part of me. You're here today. We can't wait to see where you are tomorrow, but your accomplishment is truly a blessing. You will help transform, change, grow, develop this economy. You are a blessing to us and for us. And it's just been an honor and a privilege to be able to craft some of the days of your classes, to be able to see you participate. You've been an amazing class. In all of my years in working in education, I always tell folks, I can tell when a class is good and is doing very well when folks ask questions and when folks participate. And y'all have done that. And it shows that you have heart and you care and you're in this for the long haul. So congratulations. Thank you very much for this opportunity to celebrate with you here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Juliet. So now we're going to present our graduates. Camriettes. Ladies and gentlemen, Camriettes.
All right.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yolanda Antoine. Congratulations.
Smiling under the mask.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Barrera. Christian, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Barentos. Congratulations, Andrew. Everybody can see you. Right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Burrows.
Yay!
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Way to go, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chrissy Cooper. Congratulations. Step over there. Okay, over here.
Every time I push Grace, so every time they talk, it goes black. That's why I'm like, why? No, my CNA graduation, I accidentally moved my chair to put my backpack. Girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Craven. Congratulations, Lisa. Step over here. Everybody can see you. Now let's get a picture.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominique Crook. Step here. Everybody can see it. Congratulations. Good picture. Ladies and gentlemen, Huron Johnson. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Here, picture. Ladies and gentlemen, Shauna Jones. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Keene. Congratulations, Cameron.
Thank you, sir.
Right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ivan Martinez.
Woohoo, Ivan! Woo, that's my baby. Go, Ivan!
Ladies and gentlemen, Migdalena Martinez. Congratulations. Up here so everybody can see you. Picture. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Martinez, Melina. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Perez.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Reagan. Congratulations, Seth. Thanks, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Ever Rincon. Congratulations, Ever. Thank you. Okay, that's right here.
Yay, Ever! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Rusty Roberts. Congratulations, Rusty.
Sir, thank you.
Out here, let everybody see
Yeah,
you.
Rusty!
Ladies and gentlemen, Juliet Sanders. Congratulations. Thank you. Out here, come over here where everybody can see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Eduardo Sandoval. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Seifert. Congratulations, Jonathan. Over here, everybody can see. Congratulations. You're on there. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Simpson. Congratulations, Michael. Step over
There he
here.
is.
You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Neri Vasquez. Congratulations, Neri. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, William Watson.
Woohoo! I'm proud of you, baby.
What was that? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduation class of cohort 8. So now we're going to participate in one of the students' favorite parts of the graduation. We're going to get some testimonials. So we're going to ask people to come up and let us know kind of what this 3 weeks meant to you guys, what you learned, and what you think it's going to do for you. So, Rashana.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rashana, and I am so grateful to be a part of the MC3 program. It has very much so changed an aspect of how I thought about the construction trade. It has taught me how to be on time and how much employers really appreciate you being on time. The math course was rigorous, but it was much needed to pass the test that was needed to get into the union. I think that this class is very much needed for the youth that's in our community. And I encourage anyone that have the opportunity to join to come to the MC3 program, as well as a lot of aspects of financial literacy that I had no idea that we learned in this class, as well as open opportunity for the women that are coming up under me and that are a part of this MC3 class cohort 8. I encourage you ladies to do amazing jobs in the community. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys as well inside of the industry. And thank you to the teachers and the instructors, everyone that was a part of this MC3 program, and as well as the recruiters for recruiting me and everyone that's in this cohort class. So thank you guys again. And it's such an amazing program. Please, please, please join. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashana. Christian, come on up here.
Well, it makes me feel like I'm on vacation. But the MC3 program was a tremendous experience. It really opened my eyes to and gave me like a greater appreciation for what all goes into building buildings, roadways, you know, everything that we look at and don't really take the time to appreciate. The program was, like I said, a tremendous experience.
As you can see, it's not scripted.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow or something. If you're a man in this building trade, you should learn to see that these women gonna do things a whole lot better than what you gonna do. So be on your A game. Be on your A game. But much like Rashonda said, I feel like it is very much needed for young adults to know that your opportunities don't stop at college and anything less than that. You know, you can take time to learn a trade and do way better for yourself. Give you open up so many more doors for you. But thank you to Dale. I know that he appreciates me leaving and not calling him old anymore, but I really couldn't have made it without his knowledge, his influence. Sam, he influenced the shirt. He gave me his backing. I couldn't do it without him as well. The speakers, they gave so much to this program. And I encourage anybody, if you are interested in doing better and making a better way for your family, to please strongly consider the MC3 program.
Lisa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to everyone that's here today. I want to say, coming from someone with no experience in the construction industry, that I am grateful, extremely grateful for this program. I came upon this program by coincidence, and it was a blessing so far, because I know I would be driving down the street wondering, how do I do that? How do these people get these jobs? How do I, become trained and skilled like these people are? And when I encountered this program, when they told me we will train you and pay you while you learn, it's nothing better than that. So I just encourage everybody, if you're looking for something that's going to take care of you and your family, including benefits, this is it. So thank you, and come to MC3.
Rusty. Come on up here, Rusty. He's not.
The MC3 program has been a great experience for me, and I believe it opened doors, gave me opportunity, opened doors for opportunities for me. To me, it was like a boot camp for the union. They were really strict, but I understand why they were strict. We're going into serious trades out there with safety is very important. And if you can't follow the simple directions and instructions, then they don't want you. And so the biggest part for me was, I feel like I made the connections that I needed to get into jobs that I made the connection I needed to get into a good job. It opened doors for me. If I would have walked in off the streets, I feel for sure that I wouldn't have been able to get in to the ones that I wanted to, but they helped me brush up on my math, get all my stuff back together, because I've been out of high school for 20 years. And I just appreciate what they did for us, and I thought it was an awesome experience.
Hi, I'm Christy. I have no background in the construction industry. I took welding at the beginning of the year because after COVID, I wasn't able to continue my career path with massaging, so I had to do something totally different. This has opened up doors for me to really go to work, make the money I need for my family. I definitely appreciate Dell and Mr. Sam for y'all's help getting into the program, and yeah, thank you.
Christian.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Christian. I'm truly blessed to be part of this cohort, to be picked by Sam. Blessed to have heard all of you guys. It's such an honor, and it's really inspiring as a Hispanic to hear you guys, your upbringings and stuff. And coming from the construction field myself, I struggled years on getting laid off. And then paying really expensive insurance out of my own pocket. And then even having to pay $500 a week for my daughter's medicine. Coming here and Sam telling me that the union will pay for my insurance, that was it. I was hooked and went straight in, and I gave it everything. And if it wasn't for this group, I had no idea what I would do. I'd probably still be going from job to job, but thanks to this opportunity, I know that I'm leaving with a career and a better opportunity for my family. So just thank you.
Oh.
So we're gonna do my closing remarks. So we're gonna end this. I want to thank our guest speakers for being here today and honor us with your presence. And it was important, the message that you gave to these students, and I hope you all absorbed it, as well as the family that's online. We appreciate your time and energy and supporting their, this is a tough class to take. It's 3 weeks, 40 hours a week. And it's not easy. What we're going to do is, if you follow us on Facebook, we have a Facebook. We'll have these photos on there. We'll also we'll put in the chat a link to our website and a link to the ARP MC3. So if you find someone who doesn't know where they're going, needs direction, give us a chance to, to talk to them about possibly looking at construction as a career path for them. And I say it's simple, right? All you need is to read, write, and do math. But it's tough because a lot of us, we hadn't done it in a while. And for those that have done it, this is construction, so it's a little different. And so I just want to thank everyone here for showing up every day, doing your part, because it takes your effort to move this class forward. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for the friends and family. I do want to make a special thank you to my assistant, Miss Nena, and I know that she had been instrumental in ensuring that this continues, along with Dale and his staff and Bridget. There's a lot of things that go behind the scenes that you all don't see that make this all happen. But I do want to make sure that this continues. This is a number 8 cohort, and we're going to have a number 9 and a 10 and an 11. So if you know somebody, even if they're just graduated out of high school, we want to be able to talk to them and give them this opportunity. So this opportunity for you all doesn't end here. It moves forward. to applying into an apprenticeship program that puts you to work. It's earn while you learn. And you get a certificate at the end from the Department of Labor when you graduate that apprenticeship program. And then you get to be the teacher out in the field. You'll learn how to do that. And so learn from your mentors and then be a great mentor. So, and that's it. Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate y'all's time. Now we'll do a group picture with our guests.